What's up? Miami's like that. Yeah. It's a movie.
The smile, even though it looks forced, you could tell it looks forced. Don't that smile look forced? But hey, shit, he don't look stressed. He's not worried about anything because he ain't do nothing. That's what the lawyers are telling him. Hey, you know, maybe with the exception of going out the country, they're like, hey, listen, Diddy, whatever you've been doing, we need you to keep doing. We don't need you to be locking yourself in some war room in your mansion, talking to us all day. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. You're paying us millions for this. You need to be a regular person. You're Diddy. To take that guy. You're the guy whose face is all over the media. People know you for being a public figure. You can't just put your head in the sand. And I'm gonna tell you where I'm going with all of this, right? Because I think phase one was don't look guilty. Don't hide from people. Look like this isn't bothering you because you're innocent.
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here.
See? Hey, whatever. Got the smile going on. Chilling.
What's up? Miami's like that. Yeah. It's a
cool. Right? Then we also see Hollywood Fix. Here we go. You go here. And remember I told you, Diddy, seen chilling. It's a Hollywood Fix. Anybody know what song is playing, chat? What song is playing? I need somebody with a good ear. What song is playing? Okay. Anyway, so I think that's a part of the PR. Now, again, it's just, hey, listen, Diddy, just be normal. We're handling this shit. You know, you got the best, you hired the best, you're paying the most amount of money. We're gonna handle this shit. Just don't look guilty. Don't answer no questions, and just go about your day. If you usually take pictures with fans, still take pictures with fans. Yo, somebody ask you for a video shot, keep doing that. Okay, now watch this. The next step is having people, which, by the way, we've been asking this, speak up for you. You tell me, why do you think Stevie J, who could have said what he said way before when the Lil Rod lawsuit came out, even though he did say stuff, but he didn't speak on Diddy's character, right? He only was just like, he was just talking about, hey, that's false, about me. He could have been spoke up for Diddy's character, never did until now. Then, not only that, what we see is Misa Hilton. If you don't know who that is Justin Combs' mama. By the way, she also has an interesting history because a couple months ago, she was actually saying, yo, karma's going to come back to bite people. And it seemed like she was talking about Diddy himself, except it hits close to home when you had a kid with Diddy, which is Justin Combs. And when they raid Diddy's house, they put your kid in cuffs too. They're not only just looking for Diddy, they're also saying some of the allegations about Diddy, and I think that's why she might have backed up off that first point. They're saying some of the allegations about Diddy, they're saying that your son Justin Combs might have been in cahoots with all that shit. Anyway, she put up a post which detailed the raid, which ironically, here's the thing. This looks like security footage, and if I'm to believe, and again, chat, we have to use a lot of critical thinking. Critical thinking is going to help us figure out a lot. The feds came in, they took all electronic devices, especially DVRs, things that would have video footage. Don't you think that they would have taken this? The feds ain't releasing this. This came from Misa Hilton, which came from Diddy's camp. By the way, keep in mind, I'm telling y'all, to me, these are carefully planned PR statements. Get what I'm saying? Misa Hilton, who doesn't live there, gets the perfect surveillance footage of the raid to put out. And the way she's talking is like damn near a lawyer, the overzealous and PR. That's what I'm trying to say. It's PR. Remember. And I'm gonna tell you where my other point is gonna be. Where after this. The next step after this is going to be Diddy speaking himself. 100%. Watch. Now, that's going to be complicated because interviews, I think, are going to be bad. Look at the R. Kelly thing. Might be another statement, but it can't be a statement from you and your lawyer because we kind of read those like it's just from your lawyer. It might be even just him saying something, just a statement. I don't know if he's looking to the camera, but that's where we're getting to. I'm just showing you the steps of PR that's working towards it. So now, also, let's use critical thinking. If the feds came into the crib to grab this footage, how is this footage in the hands of Misa Hilton, right? It means that this footage is still accessible to the Combs, which means that this footage was probably on a cloud somewhere. Now, if you guys know how security footage works, usually it could be kept on 1 or 2 or 3 places. Sometimes it's only held on a physical hard drive. Sometimes it's only held on the cloud. Like, for example, if you have a Ring camera, all your footage is held on the cloud. If something happens and the police subpoena Ring, they will get access to that footage. They don't need your approval if they have a subpoena. Now, if it's only on your DVR, shit, if you break that DVR, they can't really retrieve it, right? But for some people who like backups, they sometimes, because a lot of times DVRs have finite storage. So it'll be like, hey, this only cover the last 2 weeks, but you never know. You might want a lot more. So you might want to have cloud storage to have a lot more. So it appears that this kind of came from, and I hear people says, so Antoine said it was leaked. Leaked from where? The feds aren't leaking shit. Let's be very clear. The federal authorities are not leaking shit. They want to indict this nigga. They're not trying to do propaganda. Now, I do think they did engage in some propaganda, slightly, by tipping off all the news organizations after the raid started, because that's why all the news stations ran to where they were. So, yes, they did engage in some propaganda, but that was probably propaganda to give them good press because they were approaching and hitting 2 places simultaneous with force, right? However, them leaking potential evidence to the media does not help their case, okay? So I think this is probably from a cloud storage or somewhere, and I think this is probably Diddy's lawyer in them trying to put this out as a propagandized way to say, look how the feds are treating Diddy. They're treating him like a thug, a criminal, someone who is a murderer. They're not treating him like someone who's a billionaire, which, by the way, this is the first time we've heard so many people try to bring up Diddy's billionaire status as if he should be getting treated way better. He should be getting preferential treatment. Hey, they wouldn't treat another billionaire like this. Well, it ain't according to the law. Everybody should be treated the same. So why are we saying because Diddy's a billionaire, his sons could never get handcuffed? That's not how it works. So anyway, so this is the footage. And again, I'm using critical thinking. This got to come from a cloud. I think it's PR. Let's first read the statement, and then we're going to watch the video. Tell me if this statement sounds like a lawyer hasn't instructed the framing of the statement, because even Diddy's own lawyers said the same thing, right? The overzealous and over-militarized force used against my sons, Justin and Christian, is deplorable. By the way, her son is only Justin. However, she, that's her stepson pretty much. She's saying Christian Combs is her son too. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would have not been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent, young, in all caps, black men is despicable. Enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times have we seen young, unarmed black men not make it out of these situations alive? Again, this is a PR firm and a lawyer talking right here. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yes, it's tinted in a mom emotions, but this is all, I'm going to be honest, this is propaganda. I have retained an attorney. By the way, if you don't know who this is, attorney Jeffrey Lichtman. You do know who that is, right? Y'all got good memory. That's the guy who represented El Chapo. Jeffrey Lichtman to represent Joaquin Guzman, a.k.a. El Chapo. We're not getting some little peon to come do the job. We got the big dogs. Trust me. Again, chat, you just can't be dense when you're looking at this. If you think she wrote this up by herself, she just hired the attorney that was representing one of the richest niggas in the world who was a drug kingpin. If you think she got on here and emotionally typed this shit up, you're stupid. So this is the lawyer that she's represented for her son. Keep in mind, her son is named and accused in several civil incidents of doing crimes. Now, keep in mind, one of the reasons why they also hired Jeffrey Lichtman is because this case is coming out of HSI, and it's the New York division. It's coming out of the Southern District of New York. And this guy operates, and he's worked the districts of New York before. He worked the Eastern District for the El Chapo case. And essentially, yeah, they have one of the best attorneys known to man for Justin Combs. So, okay. I've retained attorney Jeffrey Lichtman to represent my son. Now, let me tell you how this shit goes, chat. You see, when these type of things happen, that retainer fee right there is like 200 bands, $250,000. Yeah. You know why? Attorney gonna say, yo, how much your freedom's worth? Trust me. That's how they give it up. How much is your freedom worth? Hey, we don't know what this is gonna be. We're gonna have to work with the federal authorities and monitor that process, that hopefully they don't do you dirty and just roll up some bullshit charges on you, which is always going to affect your life. Obviously, Diddy's a billionaire. All money's going to get paid. It's all good. But this is probably a very expensive lawyer. But this is only for the son, right? We're not talking about Diddy's lawyers. Diddy's lawyers is probably going to be a whole team of niggas, right? Anyway, somebody said, what the fuck? Are you saying who the fuck announces they have a lawyer? Well, I think that lawyer, this is a PR statement, right? This is a PR statement. But I think this is a PR statement to try to get news organizations to have pity for the diddlers. Hey, yeah, she got a point. Why the hell are they pointing guns at these kids' heads? All we know them to do is fuck bitches. They don't do nothing. They're not violent. Matter of fact, look how they killed these other black people who were in the hood, who blah, 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 and a cop killed them. We should be outraged. The police ain't operating right. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're invoking certain things, and this is why I'm getting to the last point I was trying to make. Diddy has to talk. Why does Diddy have to put out a statement or something? Because these things aren't working. Nobody's buying this. Respectfully. We're not buying this. Oh, okay. We're not buying it. They're trying to hit heartstrings that we would feel as black people in culture. Yeah. Why the fuck would they be pointing guns at these kids' heads? Right? Now, granted, and I'm playing devil's advocate here, I'm pretty sure the feds have a bunch of reasons. Hey, we heard y'all had mad guns at the property. We hear y'all rapping. Y'all always rapping. Like, I know y'all gonna say this is a, I seen somebody else try to make this say, oh, this is an attack versus rap. No, it ain't. But they're going to say these things to make an outrage that hopefully it could pressure the feds in handling this situation with a certain kind of, hey, let's not even fuck with it if we ain't all the way 100 with it, right? That's what this PR statement is. Anyway, and also, here's the thing too. I'm pretty sure, but I think Diddy's lawyer is going to do that. They're probably going to fight the veracity or the the validity of the search warrant. Just to let you know, to get a search warrant in the United States, you need to establish probable cause that there is evidence of a crime that is committed in the place that you're trying to search. That will then get to a magistrate judge. That judge has to choose to basically suspend or go above someone's Fourth Amendment rights, which is, the rights you have a right to not illegal searches and seizures, right? And yeah, I'm pretty sure, if anything was found, like, I don't know, who knows, maybe one of these kids have a gun on them or something like that, or be having, even though I think they would have been arrested right away. Let's say one of them be carrying a dirty gun, right? And they can't find nothing else, but they did find this dirty gun. That's the time they would probably challenge a search warrant. How did y'all even get a warrant to come up in here? Pretty sure that the feds are going to be like, well, we talked to this witness. We flipped this person who was an employee. They told us there was tapes of the freak-offs here. And if that's the case, that's a valid reason, right? We heard there was tapes from someone who signed a sworn affidavit, who was in the house, who's a witness, or who's a victim, saying there's tapes of the freak-off in this house. Yeah, that's why we went in. Now, this whole search warrant could even be fucking, thrown out later, and anything found could be what they call fruit of the poisonous tree. If, say, for example, their probable cause, or, what was added to their probable cause was what Lil Rod said in his lawsuit, and then they realized Lil Rod was just lying about everything, right? And they never got, like, some type of sworn affidavit from him. They just, like, went off on, oh, we just seen this in a lawsuit online. Like, yeah, that's just going to get thrown out. You get what I'm saying? So the mere fact, and I've seen a lot of people was talking about, even Charlemagne to a certain extent. I seen him talk about on Brilliant Idiots. And he was like, yo, I think the internet is kind of like, just, here we go. The internet was, is it this? Basically saying like the internet was, maybe the internet is influencing like a search warrant. Hell no. Like, my nigga, you actually got to have some proof. Like, you can't, it's not like, oh shit, we seen like some allegations online. Someone has to swear to it, or you got to have a witness or a victim who literally could corroborate, yo, if you go in there, you're going to find this evidence that supports this crime that we've been telling you about. Right? Anyway, okay, cool. The last line by Misa was like, we'll fight for justice utilizing every imaginable resource. I am not with the propaganda. Now, here's the footage. There's no audio really, but here it is. Now, here's the big tank that comes around the corner. Another one. Now, what I was told was that there was a gate that was kind of like kicked off or whatever, or that's what Peter Thomas said. I don't know if the trucks drove through it or whatever, but maybe it's this next part. So these two militarized HSI trucks get on scene, and then, there's a third one coming here, and then they're all storming, like looking over here, kind of. Look like maybe this is a gate right here. And then somehow they come here. There's a Range Rover. Look like this Range Rover, was it open or they somehow got it open? Again, they're moving tactically. Again, another reason is, I'm telling you, a lot of these rappers have private militias, man. Like, you go to most rappers' houses, they have all 24-hour security, people sitting around either in a car somewhere with a gun, because they're in beef. People have issues with them. They have issues with people, right? And when that's the situation, the feds are not going to come out like it's a courtesy call. Okay, so they're moving tactical, whatever. Here we go. Oh, actually, the door of the car was open. See a guy with a gun here, but everybody got guns. They get rid of that camera, and obviously they're hoping that if there's someone in the control center, they're not trying to have someone like, oh shit, they're coming this way, let's dip out that angle. You know, they want it to be as surprise as possible. Now, this is kind of like funny because they're all here in a hallway and they're actually treating this like there might be like dudes held up in a room with AK-47s or whatever and might be shooting at them. So they're sending drones. Like, this is a fucking drone right here. Look, there's a drone that's going to be whatever. And I think that they're clearing rooms and they're probably like shouting all type of shit. And you're going to see Christian Combs get brought out. There we go. So they finally go in this room. They're going to take somebody out. Oh, no, actually, they take him from here. So this is Christian Combs right here. They're searching him for weapons. They're trying to make sure, whatever, they're about to put him in custody with his cuffs. Yeah, they cuff him now. And, I think that's what the mom is saying. You have a gun to his head. I mean, just generally, I think they're going to be having a gun pointed at you. Like, they're not going to just, like, point it away from you. Like, nigga, you're one of the people who could be the bad guys. Then you're going to see Justin Combs, which is our actual son, come down this hallway here. And you could tell, Christian Combs looking around like, what the fuck? The hell? Look at his drone. Yo, the drone is, like, just here chilling. Like, who's flying this fucking drone? Okay, so this is Justin Combs. They're telling him, walk with your hands up. Don't fucking move. Of course, they're going to have their guns pointed at you. They're not going to, like, put their guns down and be like, hey, just come over here. No. Motherfucker, put your hands up. If you move, we're fucking Swiss cheesing you, little nigga. That's how they're, like, bro, it's the cops, bro. By the way, he completely complies, right? And I guess she's saying that this is a beam. This is like, somebody with a fucking laser that is, aiming at his chest. Okay, he turns around. I guess the beam is right here. I guess this guy has the beam right here. You see it? This one. Yeah, it's definitely a beam. I ain't gonna lie. He puts his hand over his head. They're about to search him. And then they bring him in another room. Then there's another guy here. I don't know who this is. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty militarized, right? Kind of does. Not even going to lie to you. Kind of absolutely does. It's kind of interesting that, by the way, we're going to watch this in a second. Months ago, when her son got charged with a DUI, she had made a cryptic message. She says, everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This is where the buck stops for me. She says, the statement, a fish rots from head down, means that in addition to being a major contributing factor in a family or organization's success, leadership is also the root cause of its failure and demise. The truth shall set you free. I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son. And I think this is her grave mistake. I think if you can't read between the lines, I'll tell you what I got from what she was saying. She was basically saying Diddy's been fucked up. She's not protecting him. And she's saying that Diddy's going to reap what he sowed, right? Which means, hey, all this shit you've been doing is going to come back to you. And I just want to make sure that my kid is protected. That's it. Here's the problem. The feds ain't coming in like Diddy's the only person that was the quote-unquote bad guy. They're working on a racketeering case. So all of Diddy's close friends are possibly going to be looked at as accomplices, including her sons, right? Now, they're not friends, but they're people who are always around, people who have like contributed to certain shit, whether sexual or not. And yeah, the feds are going to be looking at Justin Combs as a possible co-conspirator. They're going to be looking at Christian Combs as a possible co-conspirator. And that's the interesting thing about her demeanor back then, because she was like, yeah, I only care about my son. Well, if you cared about your son shouldn't be in that environment if you thought Diddy was that bad. Because what happens is when the feds come in, they're not going to treat your son like a victim, because he's not. They're going to treat him as a possible suspect as well. So it's kind of like interesting how her tone has changed. Before I guess she probably was under the assumption that if anything ever happens, it only falls and happens with Diddy. No, I would imagine that the feds want to charge the kids and the dad. Especially if they could say, hey, these parties started involving the kids and the kids started setting shit up. So now her tone is different. Her tone is, yo, y'all are taking advantage of my son.
That means it's
and here's what Fox News has to say about him. Oh, actually, this is not really informative. Let me see. There's a more informative thing. Lisa Hilton. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, remember
You
this?
sort of heal from like breaking up and all the shit can I curse? All
Yeah,
the
sure,
stuff,
of course.
All the stuff that you might have been upset about or resentful about. Like that's why it's really important. That's the coaching part of me now speaking. Like to heal those.
I mean, I started styling. I was in high school, 17, 18 years, when I was working with Jodeci and Mary J. Blige at Uptown Records under Andre Harrell and Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Y'all, things just went up a notch in Diddy's camp because it seems like everyone is turning against him, including his ex.
Okay, now I told you that this was inevitable, and thank you guys for letting me know. Breaking news: Cassie is cooperating with the feds. I told y'all this. Cassie was gonna be the ultimate person that sunk Diddy. She's licking her chops. She got paid, and the feds came in right afterwards, and she guaranteed 100,000%. Watch us how this plays out. I promise you. I will bet any amount of money. Not only did Cassie get allegedly between $30 to $50 million from Diddy, she signed another ironclad NDA, and from what I heard, it would disallow her from ever making a book, being featured in, and also participate in anything that had to do with the slander or revealing information about their relationship or other acts that she was privy to or witnessed that involved Diddy, whether criminal or otherwise in nature. Here's the thing. The feds came in and they talked to her, and here's why, if you ask me, watch this. Listen, I could clip this. I guarantee you. They gave Cassie an immunity deal because here's what happens. Cassie, in her lawsuit, made it seem like she was so unwilling. Let me tell you about all of these things. Some of the times these chicks was with it. Let's be honest. Like, she wasn't like, oh my God, Diddy's forcing me every single time for 10 fucking years. She did freak offs with Diddy for 10 fucking years. So let me tell you what that does in the eyes of the law. If they're now looking at sex trafficking, keep in mind what was alleged according to Cassie. Cassie said, Diddy made me go find the niggas with the biggest dicks in town. Diddy made me go book the people. Diddy made me go get the people who are gigolos to come here to go do the deed with me or whatever the case is while they watch and jerked off. Here's the thing. That is Ghislaine Maxwell type shit, right? You let the madame do it. Diddy wasn't on the phone with these niggas like, yo, bro, you got a 12-incher? Perfect. Is it curved to the left? Oh, my God. Take that. Yo, I'm gonna book this flight for you. I need you out here, and I'm gonna just need you to fuck the shit out of Cassie. Like, yo, could you do that thing where you play with her clit and then you just like, you spitting her mouth? Like, he's not doing that. Cassie and them people is doing. You feel me? So here's what I'm trying to say. Cassie, even though the culture looks at her as a victim, theoretically, under the statute of the law, if Diddy ever, which I'm pretty sure his lawyers even talking to the feds. Whatever they got, they've probably even flirted to try to figure out what the feds have and probably try to see if, like, well, imagine if, we came out, we said, Diddy never told Cassie to do none of that. Cassie did that on her own. You get what I'm saying? So Cassie potentially could have been a co-conspirator. I know the culture looks at her as a victim, but she could have been a co-conspirator. So you know what happened? The feds came in, talked to her, gave her an immunity deal. You're a victim. We're certifying that you're a victim. Everything that you may have done was under duress, or we're giving you an immunity deal. We could never charge you for it. But you need to tell us everything about Diddy. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. It says, Diddy's ex Cassie has been in touch with the authority. Yo, everybody should know this. I don't know about Lil Rod, but this woman, and let me actually bring it back a little more. Cassie and that 17-year-old girl that got flown from Detroit or whatever to see Diddy, I could bet $1 million both have cooperated or are cooperating with the feds. There's 2 cooperants, these 2, and I think there's a third. There is a mole in Diddy's camp, 100,000,000%. 100,000,000%. If you ask me, I think that search warrant came from information that Cassie knew. I think the investigation got alive from her allegations, right? And not on a civil level. She talked to the police and made these allegations again, and they'll probably say, why didn't you go to NYPD? Why didn't you go to here? I was scared this and third. Well, now I felt blah, blah. That's why I sued him. But all these things are true. I didn't even tell you about the other shit. Yeah, he used to be fucking niggas too. He used to be blah, blah, blah. Gave the whole tea to the feds. Right? Cool. There is somebody in Diddy's camp. I don't know if they're still there now, but they're flipped. That's the person who probably went to the feds and detailed where things could be found and how Diddy has been moving in the last 5 years, because Cassie hasn't been around for the last 5 years. That person is the one that probably made this whole search warrant thing happen. Because think about it. Yo, if Cassie was last with Diddy, like back in, was it 2017 or whatever the year was? Like, come on, like, she can't tell the feds, like, yeah, when you go to Star Island, yo, the second room on the left, in the dresser, the third dresser from the top, under the Bible, that's where he has all the condoms, he has mad coke, and then he has, like, the freak off, like, you know, the freak off whistle. Like, I'm pretty sure that shit would have been moved after 5 years. So her information about where they could find shit, even though generally I think they did want the surveillance tape, her information would have probably been invalid. They needed somebody up in that crib within the last year or 2 or 3, and that's not Cassie. So we know for this investigation to gain legs, Cassie was definitely a cooperant, right? We could tell from her lawyer saying it's about time we get justice after they just got a handsome payday, which, you know, the lawyer representing Cassie got a handsome payday too. He like, bro, you supposed to take the payday and dip. Somebody said, yo, what? Okay. So it says, sources with direct knowledge tell us Cassie's among the witnesses the feds have been in contact with in connection with Diddy's investigation. We've been told that she's been working with investigators for several weeks, presumably even before Diddy's homes were raided. Given the timing, it seems like Cassie may have helped the feds establish probable cause to get a judge to sign off on the search warrants. Other women, we're told, have also been in contact with federal investigators. Yeah, I agree. Wow. Let me tell you this, man. What's the name of that saying? Let me Google it before I fuck it up. It says, hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. You know, I think we all thought initially Cassie wasn't trying to go for justice. Cassie just wanted the bag. Let's be honest, Cassie left a billionaire, or she cheated on a billionaire with a bum, respectfully. That relationship got dissolved because she left the billionaire for a bum. 5 years later, after the billionaire is still take that, and still private jet setting, got new chicks, still spending hella bread, doing what he want, having his way. Cassie's feeling resentful, especially probably how Diddy has treated the new side chick, the new Cassie, so to speak, Young Miami. Didn't we hear that he copped her, was it a Maybach or some type of Bentley? Diddy buys Young Miami car. Let's see. He bought her the GLS Mercedes Maybach, right? Did you not hear what Diddy said? Diddy talks Young Miami. And he basically says, he basically talked tricking. He was talking tricking on the Breakfast Club. And essentially he was just like, he said, yo, I might just buy a girl a house. You think that motherfucking Cassie, who knew she went through more than what these bitches went through, she was like, getting peed on? That's the worst thing? Nigga, I got fucked by 50 niggas one night. The fuck? You over here talking about you getting peed on? Nigga, I went through the worst of the worst with this nigga. You getting my box, you getting mansions, and I got nothing to show for it. I'm pretty sure that pissed her off. So a lot of people did think that Cassie was on a money grab with Diddy, with some people, well, not even some people, most people said, well warranted. If it's anybody that deserves the bread, it is Cassie. Cassie sat back for 10 years and tolerated a lot of fuck shit. Let me see if I can find it. Diddy, he was talking about tricking Breakfast Club. I don't know if you can find it. It's definitely this.
Kanye, my boy.
Now this is where he need the OG talk.
Kanye, my boy. Bob, there is 50% of people in their head that's really like, damn, you know what's up, OG? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you could maybe, you know what I'm saying, I am me.
Give me the timestamps he talks about Young Miami.
I mean, I'm not sorry. I wanted God to hear this song.
Who did you lean on? Who did you hug?
That's why I'm here. Like that's we're gonna have artists that start. You can't make videos to compete with hip hop artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say everybody's name. First of all,
because what he had a problem with you
first of all, see, I didn't do nothing to him. So let's go back to the first. For my reputation,
anybody got
to do a little fighting back for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was a startup company. Yeah, you understand? You know? It's set up in the playlist. Those decisions are.
Can you accept it?
Yeah, I could accept it if you don't like the record. I could accept.
Coming along because I know you've been working on it for some time now.
Yeah.
So are there?
If anybody has time to
put that up against the Black Lives Matter, now we need to be focused on our. You call Jordan OG, he gonna dunk on you. Like, dating a girl from college or something, then maybe, we should throw up the red flag. But we talking about you're adult, you got 2 kids. That's our choice. And I'm definitely, fly than most,
Young boys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, young boys or, whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like timeless. I don't really feel time. Like, sometimes when cats be hitting me with the OG, I take it,
Chat, real question, because, this has kind of been a question people been circulating too. They were like, yo, Diddy, they've said to Shannon Sharp, Monique said to Shannon Sharp, some people have said to Shaq to say, hey, listen, at a certain point, OG, you're 50-something, you're still trying to date 20-something-year-old girls. Hang it up, right? Because, it's bigger than just, obviously women are going to always think, oh, you're creepy, this and there. But it was more of like, man, you're still seeking and searching for some shit that probably, it's just never gonna look right, at least in the eyes of the public, or especially when these allegations come out, right? And when you hear Diddy say he's timeless, it's like he was unable to give up that time period of his life that he was probably experiencing when he was dating J-Lo and everybody, right? Like, yo, I'm the guy, I'm the biggest playboy out of everybody. He's 54, and still, having the same mentality. Do you think that this doesn't happen if, Jay-Z had that period too, right? I don't know if you know. Jay-Z actually did have that period. But Jay-Z at a point said, you know what, this is over. And he got with Beyonce and just said, yo, I'm checked out. Diddy has never been checked out, okay? He just keep checking into more hotels and more hotels, more booty holes and more booty holes. Like, he just keep doing his thing.
Take it as respect, but sometimes I be feeling like, you think you think I'm not here no more? Or you think we can't wrestle? You know what I'm saying?
Wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. Holy.
I mean, yeah.
Last time you got into a wrestling and moved some furniture around.
Hey, yo.
Don't say wrestle, Diddy. Say fight. Don't say wrestle.
Hey, yo, when I get on you, though, for real, I'm trying to bite your face off. I don't be doing the same fighting. I'm more of a savage type of fighter. You know what I'm saying?
You got into a wrestling match.
Y'all fool me. I'm just speaking my truth so I can. No black man had ever won it when I did Sean John and Sean John Standard. Then
I'm trying to
around
find
people just having fun. And everybody is starving at a level that I don't think people know. You know what I'm saying? The information that we need to know.
Hey, please give me the timestamp when you were speaking about Carisha, please.
That's what I'm deeply into right now. I have a new album coming out. It's an all R&B album. It'll be out, you know, and not just a genre of music left. And everything started to sound like computer beats.
You're married almost.
Yeah, I never went through that feeling of, okay, I messed up. This is who I should have married. Because
this is him talking about his past.
I mean, the whole concept for me was I wanted to make a record that, you know, I like to have my cake and eat it too. I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm not sorry.
And I guess you know, to kind of make it more succinct on what I was saying before, is this the mentality that's gotten Diddy caught up? Like, Diddy, you had your era, and it's clear like you want to be the 55-year-old still operating like you're 30 or like you're 25. You know what I mean? And that's probably a thing of power too. I would never accuse Drake of doing anything that Diddy did because we've never heard some of the things that Diddy allegedly Drake did. But it's kind of like how some people kind of view Drake too. They're like, yo, Drake, like, bro, like you 40, but you still trying to move like you 28. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to, you still haven't evolved to that place of, all right, bet, you know what? I've lived this. I've wilded out. Let me chill out because it probably just isn't going to continue to end well if I keep doing this into my 40s and where Diddy's at his 50s. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I wanted God to hear this song and take it to him and say, I'm going to allow you to go visit him in his dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because he made this song that was so like beautiful. And it's not a sad song, you know what I'm saying? But it's a song about the type of love we all yearn and hope to have.
It feel like you realize that you missed out when I hear that record. Like this is who I should have married almost.
Yeah, I never went through that feeling of, okay, I messed up. This is who I should have married. Because
this is an iconic interview, right? He still has Ciroc on the table. Do you think he had a sense that this shit was gonna come crashing down? He's fucking like 8 20-something-year-olds at this time. This is a year ago. He's having his way. Him and his son allegedly are passing bitches back and forth. Like, that's crazy too. Like, imagine you fuck a girl and you put your son on it next. Like, you're treating your son like a friend. Like, that's crazy. Ciroc is here. De Leon is here, which means he's in cahoots with Diageo. Keep in mind, Diageo said they've paid this guy over $1 billion. And that's what I was saying also. Remember the people were saying that, yo, Diddy's broke, and they were talking about, you know, especially with him owing $100 million with 8 mortgage companies. Diageo, this is not music. This is not ancillary shit. We're just only talking about liquor. That company, it says they've paid him $1 billion. That's $1,000 million. So when people were trying to like clown, I think the Daily Mail was trying to put out a narrative like he was like, you know, insolvent or just couldn't pay his bills. Like, nah, Diddy could pay his bills still. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying after going through all this legal shit and, you know, some of the deals dying, that'll always be the case, but he's good right now.
Because we honestly, not everybody wants to get married. You know what I'm saying? You know, and for somebody to love you and to understand that I didn't come from that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got told it's 49, 50, or 40. Here we go.
Things smooth, flights, rooms.
Yeah.
Damn, I got a couple more questions.
No, hold on. And I want to say about this show. This show is as big as it is because we unified. And that's just facts. That's
people
what
always are like, how come y'all not on remote anymore?
So just make sure as y'all out there, make sure the way you speak about the God, you feel me? just speak about it like from a place of knowledge and a place of receipts. And yeah.
What's new on Revolt coming up?
New on Revolt, I mean, Carisha Please. And she won last night.
Listen, you know I love
Carisha Please won last night.
Wait. I love Carisha.
The new Black Oprah.
She did, but it tied with Drink Champs. Diddy, you know that's some bullshit.
What? It tied.
It tied. I thought it tied. Carisha Please and Drink Champs tied for best podcast.
Look at this nigga's face. He's like, what? Nigga, what are you talking about?
They both on Revolt.
So you paid for that?
No, I didn't pay for that.
Drink Champs should have won that hand down.
Yo, I didn't pay for that.
And I love Carisha. She only got 5 episodes. How she beat Drink Champs for best podcast, Diddy? Come on now.
Because it was the best podcast of the year. Hands down.
I love Carisha.
Hands down, it was the best podcast of the year.
No.
But you know what?
I get at the Drink Champs. And $1 million worth of games.
And I feel like a lot of women podcasters don't get their just due. And so I
best
do love
podcast
what
of the
she's
year,
doing.
Diddy?
Yes.
Come on, over Drink Champs, $1 million worth of games?
Hey, yo.
Daily on for the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Hey, check it out. Don't be mad at me because I'm a winner. All right? Don't be mad at me because I'm a winner. Yeah, you understand? You may have won.
Well, congrats, Carisha, for that.
Yeah. Congrats to the queen.
Congrats.
No, you had one or two
I do.
questions real
Because
quick.
I want to go back to something that you said earlier. Because
glasses back on for this.
But no, because I think that people don't know this about Diddy. When you said that,
Why you sipping in there, Puff? I'm just curious.
Water.
All right.
When you said the music got dark, that's kind of always been your thing, right? Because you've always, I remember, the thing you didn't want to feel like you was being blasphemous, being on the cross in the Hate Me Now video, or the stories of you making big change lyrics because they've been too dark. So that's always kind of been your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I truly believe what you say in records that you're manifesting. Music is magic, and so I try to, just say things that are positive. And, I mean, tell the truth, though. When Biggie's telling the truth about something, it's the truth.
I hear it's the wrong timestamp. Yo, Drill, what you doing, my boy?
They monogamous, but they not. I'm just telling you. Oh,
okay. So this is Diddy talking about his lifestyle. Here we go.
I could have been in a relationship with, then broke up with somebody else. But now we dated, we had fun, we saw it didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It didn't last the test of time. So I mean, that's my world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away from any man that's in love or any people that want to be married or want to, say they monogamous, but they not. I'm just telling the truth.
But listen, real quick.
You want to get married? Because I heard you say
no. I don't want to get married.
You don't want to get married?
No, I don't want to get married, but I would have a ceremony.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is like such a real statement. I'm gonna say. I'm not someone who is fond of marriage at all. I don't think it suits men. I really think there isn't an upside to have the state being involved in your love or relationship with a woman. However, I do believe that at a certain level of success, being married helps tremendously. And for example, Jay being married, and obviously he's married to Beyonce, that's clear, versus Diddy being this playboy. Like, it's a reason why the most successful men, you usually see them, even if they get divorced, they get married again. They're seen as different. When somebody's single, and especially they're super successful and they're getting up there in age, I don't know why the perception of them is never that positive. You get what I'm saying? And, Diddy clearly isn't into marriage, but I'm wondering if it's maybe Hove's seen some of these things potentially and probably sidestepped it and said, bro, I'm chalking it up, dog. I'm about to, I'm here to make these billions. These hoes gonna be here, but I might cheat every now and then, allegedly. I don't know if you do. But I'm not gonna be portraying this, I don't want to be in I don't want to be with one woman like mantra like Diddy does, because it only brings problems after a while.
A ceremony that'll be better for a wedding for my wife.
You just want to have a party.
Yeah, you have a party.
This is a party. This is a party. This is a Diddy party.
Nah, because if it would be like a celebration and a ceremony. It would be a
celebration of what though?
A celebration of our love.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we just do it different, King. It's all good.
I was gonna say
it'd be a celebration of my love, and she would probably get $500 million.
And see, that's what I was gonna say, right?
Okay. Now, chat. I'm gonna want to keep my thought going. Someone with a very reputable source that knows this person and knows Cassie directly. They said that for the last about 4 to 5 years of the relationship with Puff, Cassie yearned for a few things: to have children and to get married to Diddy. She would ask everybody, whoever she was in the studio with, she would ask anyone she was friends with, what do you think I got to do to get this guy to commit to me. Now, granted, what she's saying now to the feds is that this nigga was always a predator. He had her doing shit she wasn't want to do. But I guess I asked that because Cassie had a motive too. She was, I'm not saying she wasn't coerced or forced or whatever, but she was probably indulging in some of these freak offs saying, you know what? I'm going to get this nigga what he wants, and one day he going to put that ring on my fucking finger. He going to have some kids with me, and we going to be good. We're going to be a family. That's her goal. Never happened. All of those things that she was trying to do probably turned to bitterness, resentment. She probably realized that she was manipulated because it didn't come through. Had Diddy gotten married to her or gave her some kids, do you think we're here now? I'm just asking y'all that question. Again, there's someone that knows Cassie really well for over 10 years. They said the last 5 years that she was with Diddy, she would cry a lot. She would ask people, what do I have to do to get this man to marry me? She wanted to marry this nigga. She wanted to have a family with him. I'm just asking questions. It's okay.
Right?
Yeah,
'Cause a
yeah,
woman,
she ain't got to get it when she leave, baby. I want you to get it when you're here.
But see, that's what I mean, right? It'd be
You feel
kinda,
me?
if a woman's dating you, you're doing things for her that she's never had done before. You're taking them to Italy, you're buying them crazy cars. You can imagine how she might think he really likes me, but that's just your lifestyle. That's easy for you.
Nah, I really like him if I'm taking to Italy and buying him a car. Nah, I didn't say
Okay.
I don't say I ain't really like somebody, man.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Time is precious. Time is
You know what I'm
precious.
saying? I'm saying,
believe in that.
No, I'm saying I just and then it's like right now I just want to be single and I just want to have different experiences and I want to take my time with my love life and my heart and not have to be doing it for the gram. You know what I'm saying? And if I like you, I'm going to treat you the best. I ain't got no time to be cheap, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no time to play. You know, so if I like you and I need you to be happy every second of the day.
Damn.
Women
Yeah.
are liking this talk.
Yeah, I don't want to
Let me
stay
tell
on
you.
this, but how you gonna just give up the $500 million though? Why did he just get the half a million like that?
You know why? Because you can't take it with you, and it's also a lot of stress.
I think this interview pissed Cassie off. I think Cassie sat back and watched Diddy talk about his new girls and how, because I think she was investing into hopefully having some future with him, and then she sees this nigga later on talking about, yeah, I'm going to give all these girls the money now, this and third, and she was always planning for the long thing. And I think she got pissed, bro. I ain't going to lie to you.
That sometimes people have to put up with digesting this, you know what I'm saying? So you might as well,
And chat, for the people who say like bro, you just BSing, bro, if you're not a woman or you don't talk to women who have been with men for a long time, you don't understand. Like a lot of times women get in a relationship and their time is the investment. They're dealing with bullshit. They've dealt with a nigga who's cheated a bunch. They've dealt with the nigga who, that is very imperfect. But they're dealing with that because they have the hope of we're gonna have a family and kids, and that is the payoff for them. And trust me, after they've wasted all their years and they're now almost 30, and then you just say, all right, I'm on to the next 23-year-old chick, and she has to go pick up the pieces. Of course she's fucking mad. She's always gonna be mad. She's mad. She was like, yo, nigga, you just robbed me of my youth. You lied to me. You manipulated me. All the shit that she was cool with before with you, like y'all doing fun shit and everything like that. Now she's not that. She don't look at it like that no more. She look at it like you fucking robbed her, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? She felt like you rocked her to sleep for 10 years. That is a fact. I always tell people, you see, when you're dealing with women, like be very, very aware. As they go into their 30s, as they go into their 30s, don't play no games with them. Because I don't care what they telling you, they start thinking heavily about kids. And a lot of women find a lot of satisfaction in bringing to term kids and having a family. And if you just having fun with them, you got other bit, whatever, you acting like you about to take them serious, but you really not taking them serious, man, them chicks will be mad as fuck at you, like even after y'all are done, because the next time they see you with another girl who's, 10 years younger than them, whatever the case, bro, they're going to be mad as fuck. I'm telling you. You think Cassie was like sitting over here thinking about the career she was promised that never really got materialized, the family she was promised she never got, she never really got nothing. Yeah, some money, some trips, some flights, some experiences, but the thing she wanted and the person she thought she was going to live it with, she's watching another chick, some ratchet bitch out of Miami just twerking all the time, is enjoying all of that. She's mad. Of course she mad.
Be mad in a Maybach.
Now let me ask you this.
I gotta call some of my homegirls.
I saw you posting. By the way, your daughters are all absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Great job with all your kids.
Congratulations on that, kid.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to them dating,
Yes.
it feels like they're that age. Like, what advice do you give your daughters now when it comes to dating?
I told my daughters straight up, I said, check this out. Dad is like your best friend. I know what all of these guys want to really, really do. I'm going to school y'all to all the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see your daddy's a Rolling Stone, and I love y'all. This is just me right now, you know? And but when it come time to start dating, I'm gonna give you all of this.
Ain't it kind of crazy? Diddy was trying to relate to his kids who were like 30 years younger than him. Like they were like, yo, we're both on the dating scene. I'm gonna just give you the game.
All of the tricks of the trade, you know? And but I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you give it away, it ain't worth as much. It ain't worth. Y'all gotta wait and take your time. And that's like the conversation, to treat yourself like queens and don't do nothing without coming to talk to me.
Now, what did they say? What did they say? Dad, we love you, Dad, but we see what you doing. We kind of want to follow you because you our idol and we look up to you.
I definitely told them, do not follow me. You know what I'm saying? At this point in your life, do not follow me. And
I'm wondering what Diddy's relationship with his kids are. Like, you know, not even really the females, but even the dudes, like Christian Combs and Justin Combs. Like, what relationship you have to have with your son? I don't know if this is true, but if allegedly y'all are passing girls back and forth. Like, if y'all passing girls back and forth, I'd feel a little bit weirded out if I was fucking a girl my dad's dick was in. That don't sound like some shit that's fire, bro. So I'm wondering what their relationship is. That kind of comes across like, yo, we're homies more than I'm your father. Because if it's the I'm your father type of mentality that you're having with them, you're going to remember that's the guy who brought you into this world with your mom. And you're going to probably feel grossed out if y'all are fucking the same girl.
And, you know, I just said your dad is unique and
Somebody said a family freak off.
individual, you know? And yeah, I mean, the truth, just the uncut truth of what it is that, you know, your dad, that may not be what you like, or you may fall in love with somebody like your dad that's honest to you. You know what I'm saying?
What if when they're older, in their 20s, they bring home a 50-year-old man? What would you say to that?
That's interesting. They're in their 20s, they bring over 50. It's interesting with this interview because anytime age is mentioned, you'll hear Diddy throw out these certain things. I'm timeless. Like he almost, I'm going to be honest with you, I think Diddy has almost thought that, and this is just my personal thought, that because he's been a billionaire and a mogul and an icon in this game, that I don't think he sees himself as 55, right? Like, how old is he? He's like 54, 55? How old is Diddy? I don't think for a second he sees himself as this age at all. I think he sees himself like maybe like 5 years older than his son. Real talk. Just look at his demeanor when asked about that.
I really would just go on who really would love my daughters. I really wouldn't go on an age thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm 52, and I mean, I feel better than I've ever felt, you know, and it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't really think.
Yeah, you can tell that's a very difficult question for him.
You know, once people are adults, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, you know, dating a girl from college or something, then maybe, you know, we should throw up the red flag. But we talking about if you're adult, you got 2 kids, that's our choice. And I'm definitely, you know, fly than most, you know.
Young boys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, young boys or, you know, whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like timeless. I don't really feel time. Like, you know, sometimes when cats be hitting me with the OG, they take it as respect, but sometimes I be feeling like, you think you think I'm not here no more? Or you think we can't wrestle? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Diddy been living like he's in the 90s forever.
I mean, yeah.
Last time you got into a wrestling and moved some furniture around, bro.
Hey, yo.
Don't say wrestle, Diddy. Say fight. Don't say wrestle.
Hey, yo, when I get on you, though, for real, I'm trying to bite your face off. I don't be doing the same fighting. I'm more of a savage type of fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody says, yo, Diddy said he felt 26 on his 49th birthday. No, he didn't. Diddy 49th birthday, 26. No, he didn't. He didn't say that. Did he feel? Oh, wait, sorry.
Check this out, y'all. 3 years ago, God made my mission and my purpose clear. And my mission and my purpose is to do whatever and play whatever role. Fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen. We're going to make progress and change. CombsGlobal.com. The list.
Okay. Oh, anyway.
You got into a wrestling match, bro. Well, when's the last time you got into a fight? And did you win?
It's been a long time.
You don't have to
You
do
pay
that.
people. You
He
don't have to do that kind of
His
stuff.
name is love,
Diddy does
okay?
his own work.
It's not fight. It's
Well, I wanna know
love.
If I saw you fighting, I'd be like, yo, what's going on? Who not doing their job if Diddy fighting?
It's a friendly fight, not no real fight, not no beef, but you know, sometimes you got
Punch Envy right now. Friendly.
I'd rather see y'all wrestle, to be honest with you.
What?
You know, he said punch. I'd rather see y'all
No,
wrestle.
but it's more like grappling. You know what I'm saying? More like
gotta stop.
UFC.
Why you doing?
What's up, OG? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you could maybe be a little feeble. Don't let these young niggas fool you. They be trying to motherfucking play you. You know what I'm saying? I could be in something, and it could be, you know, she 28, 30, whatever.
Yeah.
Then his time is gonna come with the OG, like he really disrupting something. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be subliminal OG in age hate in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why you hop off the jet with the shirt off to let them know. It's still.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Diddy don't want to get old. Wow. Now, we all know in hip-hop, the theme of I want to be young forever. Like, you know, Jay-Z made a song, Forever Young, I want to be forever young, right? That's always been a theme, but it looked like Diddy's kind of living that. I'm pretty sure he a billionaire. Like, I'm actually shocked that with all the money in the world, like some of these billionaires who probably are obsessed with youth or living, haven't figured out a way to just like fucking purchase more years on their life or purchase a more longevity on their youth.
I mean, I'm just fighting a good fight right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking my truth so I can have it clear. I don't like to not express myself. So it's not like I'm taking it in a negative way. I'm just like, I'm here prime time. If I use on the court with Jordan, you call Jordan OG, he gonna dunk on you.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect the OG, but I'm not like an original gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I'm getting back into fashion. Like I'm at my. If he did it, like that's the way he thinks. And so, you know, and I understand white lives do matter, but it's not that. That was our slogan. That wasn't our.
Okay, and then he did an interview 6 months ago, which was
studio, like, oh my God, this is a dream come true. Because it is, though.
You got the record Closer to God with Tiana Taylor. But go deeper on that with the producer thing, because everybody has always talked about that for years.
You know, on-air personalities, I'm just telling y'all, like, as human beings, to be able to, I see how you love your kids, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody loves their family, but to be on stage with them and be looking at them from what he wanted to be at 4 years old and really, like, doing stuff. And then the other night with my girl, I had wanted me and Mace to do something, but the schedule on 2 feet, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I did that move. But, you know, just doing the right thing, that's just with the frequency that I'm in. I think the frequency we should all be in is not being afraid to look inward and then make decisions like that. So
and you've already made all your money off it, so now you want to give it back because it's not really worth it.
People, I'm doing things that God has that God tells me to do. So
yeah, so 6 months ago, there was a champagne here, but I don't know if this was his own champagne, but he was definitely rocking with De Leon, as you can see.
I don't like what some. And so yeah, man, I just get into right now what God telling me to do. So there's a clarity. Turned it down, as I said. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. It really. You know what today is? Today is Diddy Day.
Diddy Day.
Today is Diddy
right,
Day.
D-Day.
Self-proclaimed Diddy.
Diddy Day,
I wanted to ask you,
101th episode.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
You just brought up Andre, and this album has so much.
You know, I asked girls if they wanted to be a part of it, and they was like, yeah. And then
My bad. I was looking for some relevant shit.
Here to Save R&B. And this is the music that you can have in the background. You know what I'm saying? I always will, like, you know, translate it my way. I'm in a big dance season in my life.
Yeah.
When a record comes on, no, but I promise myself I'm going to dance to the fullest on every record. It's just like,
I got you.
You know, so it's that I actually flew Bunky in to do a dance session. The things that I'm looking at are really, really big moves. You know, I want to really take over Disney. You feel me? To find the black brands and getting a chance. I'm just saying, we want to thank y'all officially, the Breakfast Club. Y'all helped to put us on the baby mama, my girlfriend. It was just like the only person that I listened to. You know what I'm saying? It was like my navigation, and then like my navigation is off, and I gotta like try to find a map. That's how crazy, like you know it was. And so I was just like, I really know how powerful my music is. And so you know, I told Babyface the story, and that if your girl like wanted to disappear on you, she was mad, she just go black. You be calling her mom's crib like, hey Miss Porter, you know where Kim is at? Honey, I don't know what y'all doing. Don't put me in the middle of that. You be calling every place. You be outside. That's when stalking started. You know what I'm saying? You be outside in the car, like, where is she at? She definitely not there. She at a girlfriend's house. You don't even know this girlfriend. And they on the run. They on the lam. You all go all over the place. It'd be 6 days, 7 nights. I would be waiting just to hear the sound of her voice, just to pick up that phone. Hello. Like, yeah, hello. So that's where the 6 days, 7 nights waiting for a sound. Like, she was a very, very like stubborn, stand strong person. It's like when she would just disappear. It's just love. It's not brother love. It's not a 1970s new name. It's a modern new name. It's just love.
So if we also think about a time that's going on right here, right? So this is 6 months ago. That's when Diddy, you know, I think the brother love thing was about a year ago, but him giving back the publishing 6 months ago.
Love. When you see me, throw your L in the air and say love.
Now after the VMAs, there was rumors that Young Miami was pregnant. She played into it.
When was that? I ain't hear that.
I can't believe you didn't hear it. No,
So are rumors true?
Carisha be throwing y'all for a spin. I'll be telling y'all right now, Carisha be having fun. It'd be like a video game to her.
You said you were a stroker,
You know
and we just asking. Is it?
I'm not. I mean,
I don't think.
no.
I know she ain't pregnant.
Is your wife pregnant? I'm gonna tell you straight up. You be the craziest one asking about somebody's girl or a personal joint, but can't nobody even say nothing to you about nothing. You're right, yeah. I don't know.
Beige rage was.
God woke me up this.
Vote or die, they gonna need it because a lot of people don't feel.
All right, yeah, he really said nothing here. Anyway, Chris Cuomo was actually.
Mr. Take That. So every single day, new information comes out about Sean Diddy Combs, aka Mr. Freakoff, the Freakoff Maestro. And honestly, every day it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. So today we had some stuff with Stevie J, you feel me? He was speaking about the whole Diddy stuff. He was saying, oh, Diddy's innocent. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Even though he said he wasn't there to even see it in the first place. So how would you know? You feel me? It's like your parents hiding something from you when you were a kid. Like they could lie to you and say, oh, they didn't do that. Even if they did do that, or like you lying to your parents. Man, Diddy is a freak off maestro. You feel me? He will go down in history is one of the leaders of the freak offs. There's probably people deeper into the freak offs than Diddy, but he's just the face of it. And honestly, all the other billionaires and higher ups that Diddy probably knows, Diddy probably can't say anything. You feel me? Diddy says anything, it might go left. It might go left. You feel me? They might reopen some other stuff. They probably got some agreements, some deals in line. You never know. Diddy is a freak boy gangster. So, hey man. But Diddy's house got raided too. And I'm pretty sure one of the mothers of his kids, I think it's Justin Combs, she came out and she spoke about the whole incident. You feel me? She came out with tapes and stuff. As X said, it's most likely PR, bro. All the stuff, it looked too perfect. Like, she got pristine, perfect videos of everything. Like, how else would you have got those videos, man? Like, let's keep it a bean. And Diddy, you feel me? Diddy is Diddy, so it doesn't really matter. But do we feel like Diddy is gonna beat the case? Do we feel like Diddy is gonna get locked up? Like, what do we think's the end goal for Diddy? Like, where is Diddy gonna end up? Like, did he do it? Did he not do it? Like, where is Diddy going to end up at the end of all of this? I'd really love if you guys like comment below and let me know. Do you think Diddy will beat the case? Do you think he won't beat the case? Do you think he'll even go to trial? Will he not go to trial? Also, I really have to ask one question, like one serious question. Diddy and people like Biggie and stuff, they said that there was a lot of like freaky stuff going around all of them. Do you think all of them were like a part of like the freaky stuff? And then like there's speculations that went around saying that Diddy got Biggie off. I ain't go say the K word, but you know what I mean. Like he got him off, which, you feel me? We really don't know. Like, we don't know what goes behind closed scenes. What if Biggie was straight, you feel me? And Diddy wanted him to spend the night. And Biggie was like, nah, big bro, I'm straight. And you feel me? Diddy felt some type of way. I don't know if y'all heard the story about Diddy when they said they seen Suge Knight, or however you say his name, Suge Knight, inside the lobby or something. And they said he grabbed every gun in his room and he ran downstairs. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when you get to hearing too many stories about someone like how Kid Cudi's car just blew up when he tried talking to Cassie and all that stuff, you start to realize what type of man this is. Like, how they call Young Thug King Slime, this might be King Freak. He might have some dark fantasies. We don't know what type of freaky stuff he got in mind. You feel me? I ain't even gonna say what I really want to say, but let me know how you guys feel about everything in the comments below. It's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.